Hello everyone! Happy Friday! I cannot believe it. In 1 week I have surpassed 200 followers. This is crazy. And the amount of fantastic comments that you guys are giving me are so wonderful. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I really needed that after the crappy week I had last week. And it's just, it's been so great. I have some awesome news aside from the amount of followers that I've gotten and the wonderful comments that you guys are giving me because you're so freaking sweet. I got another job interview and I did so good yesterday, because today's Friday, that they scheduled me for interview number 2 on Monday. So give me all your positive vibes. Also, when I had my super big art session last weekend and I was just like, I'm gonna paint all the things, and I painted Baby Groot and I painted Rocket and I did some fan art of Markiplier, which I shipped off to Indie PopCon with my friends to hopefully give to him, because how cool is that? I sold Rocket. I sold something. Oh my gosh! I mean, I don't know about you guys, but there is like nothing cooler than somebody loving your art so much that you want to own it. So I know that original art is usually expensive, especially for traditional artwork, because it's supplies, so it takes more art, it takes more supplies and things to make, so you have to pay for the supplies to make it. But the reason why I wanted to work on a smaller medium, I was like, well, maybe people will be able to afford it better if, you know, afford it easier if it's smaller, and it worked out. So maybe I'm gonna keep making more little mini pieces. I don't know. I'm in the middle of making that watercolor and tips and tricks video for you guys, like I said I would, and then I will do the backgrounds one, but I wanted to do another sketch chat with you guys. I'm wondering if I should do them once a week or once every other week or once a month. What do you guys think? You really seem to enjoy them, and I enjoy making them. And since I just saw Jurassic World and it's freaking awesome, I'm a big dinosaur dweeb. In case you haven't noticed already, when other little kids were playing with Barbies and stuff, I was playing with dinosaurs. I am an adult. Just kidding! Yeah, but I figured for the sketch chat today, I will just doodle up some dinosaurs. I will do a Jurassic World fan art, and I'm going to use that for my backgrounds video. I'm not going to tell you, how to do backgrounds, but it's going to be like a help thing, because I kind of don't want to do tutorials. I don't want to tell people how to do things, but I want to help and I want to have fun. And if you guys like that idea, or you have other ideas for the videos you'd like to see, please do let me know. But for now, let's do some drawing. Hi guys! As you can see, I have a much more professional setup going on right now. As it turned out, my dad had an old tripod in the garage and I asked him if I could use it. Yay! So now you can actually see an entire full frontal view of the old sketchbook. And when I went to see my mom this morning to meet her for lunch and breakfast, she found my sharpener that I left at her house. So yay! I am just going to doodle up some dinosaurs because I just saw Jurassic World the other day and I've been dying to draw like a million dinosaurs. I don't know about you guys, but just the whole time I was watching the movie, I was just like, man, I just want to be there. Can someone just take me there? Can I just live in this park? Can I live in this theme park, please? Jurassic Park was like my favorite thing when I was a kid, and I used to go over to my friend Dominic's house and all we did was like play with his Jurassic Park toys. He even, I spoke to Dominic actually, and he was like, I expect you to draw like 12 dinosaurs this week. And I'm happy to oblige. But I do want to do an actual real, specific illustration for it. But right now I just want to do a sketch chat and have fun and just warm up and loosen up a little bit. So these will just be like, actual sketches, not like full-on illustrations. And yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys and thank you so much for all of your amazing support. I am just completely baffled and blown away by all of your wonderful comments and just talking to you about art and other things and meeting other artists on here. Oh my gosh, that's just so amazing and grand, and I'm just so thrilled. And I'm also thrilled with this new job prospect. I'm not gonna you know, get too excited just yet, just like I did last time and I was really let down, but I'll talk about that in a second. But I'm excited about it. I've been working really hard and trying to stay positive for a really long time, and I'm ready to move on to the next stage of my life, as I'm sure you guys have heard me say several times. But welcome to all my new followers. You know, if you guys have any questions for me, or you ever want to talk, or whatever the deal is, please say hi. I love talking with you guys. I love making videos for you guys and hearing your suggestions and what you like and what you don't like. I'm learning. This is all new to me. So I'm working with what I got, and I'm going along, you know, as when things pop into my mind. I want to bring you guys a lot of cool, fun videos on the channel and have fun with it and just make a wonderful community, because I'm finding YouTube to just be utterly amazing, and you guys are all wonderful. But yeah, that being said, I don't know about you guys, but I lost my shit when I was watching Jurassic World. I know that the internet is more or less split 50-50 on it, and this may be my childhood nostalgia, you know, helping me enjoy the movie, but usually I am one of those people who just takes off my daily day-to-day logic cap when I go to see a movie, and I go to just enjoy it. I'm not one of those people who like brings in a clipboard and is looking for like everything that there could possibly be wrong with it. So I like to enjoy things for what they are. And this is a movie about dinosaurs. It's a movie about, you know, people caring. You know, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, didn't they learn their lesson? Oh my gosh, this movie didn't need to be made. And it's like, no, this is real life, you know? People always care more about money than the greater good. I mean, it just goes to show. If you saw the movie, if you didn't, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. These people care more about money than they do about the right thing, or they have their own alternative agenda, and that's real life. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers or knows about this information, but when they made old Pintos, those old Pinto cars, I forget what the model was or which one it was, but there was actually a mechanical error in which if somebody were to get into a car accident, there was this specific, you know, the engine was designed in such a way that one of the screws would come loose, fire off into the engine, and basically make the engine blow up. So anybody who got these Pintos and they were getting in car crashes, tons of people were like dying in horrible, awful ways. Like they were catching on fire, all these, like anything that you can imagine. And instead of recalling the cars, as one would think that, you know, the Pinto would do, all they did the math on it, and they found out that it was cheaper to actually, you know, get sued by each and every one of these families who had family members die or injured in a car crash and pay off the debt in court than recalling and losing all the money on the Pintos. Now, I didn't mean to like bum anybody's day out, and I apologize for that, but in regards to, you know, people learning their lesson and 3 movies later still making dinosaurs, whether or not it's the right thing to do, I mean, that's real life, man. Like, if you want logic, I'll give you logic, and that's it right there. That's how much I care about Jurassic Park. I'll sit here and logic with you. But anyways, I mean, honestly, if you're gonna go into a movie theater and be like, oh, I just didn't believe it, and be like, really? What, Phoebe? Oh my goodness. Phoebe, please! Phoebe! She's protecting me from things. I think there is someone at the door. I will be right back. Okay, so there was someone at the door. Phoebe was, you know, carelessly protecting me from any monsters that may come around to do bad, evil things. But yeah, anyways, I think it's silly how critical people are judging, you know, a movie about dinosaurs. It's like, it's about dinosaurs. Can't we just go in and enjoy that it's about dinosaurs? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Everybody has a right to their opinion, to each their own. I just sort of feel like nowadays everybody is just gonna complain about something. Like, nobody can just like anything anymore. It's always like there's always something going on, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna let that get to me, because I really enjoyed the movie, and if you didn't enjoy the movie, I'm sorry you didn't. That sucks. It's awful. It's, you know, had a lot of potential. I like the actors in it. I have a lot of feelings for the Raptor Squad and Chris Pratt, and I thought Claire's character development was a lot of fun, and I like their take and the personality that they brought to it. So yeah, so I will be doing some awesome, this doesn't look right, some awesome Raptor Squad thingamajigger. I mean, I have a vague idea of what I want to do in my mind, but I will figure that out later. For now, we're just gonna warm up. This, you know, this isn't anything spectacular. In fact, this kind of looks like Le Poo. This is just a little Spinosaurus. He's just, you know, hanging out. These are Doodles. These are Scottish chaps. Okay, but other than Jurassic World, oh yeah, talk about my job interview. So I got an interview with, who else can I draw? You know, there's always the popular ones, and then there's like ones that are really cool and they don't quite get enough attention because all dinosaurs are awesome. Which one should I do? Meow. You know what? I'll do T-Rex because she was a great hero. I got an interview. This company, it's funny because like with the amount of applications that I've put out, like I don't even remember what I've applied for. It's like that disgusting. So people call me up and they're like, hey, you want to schedule an interview with us? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I'll get off the phone and my dad's like, what's it for? And I'm like, I have no idea. That sounds awful, but that is, it's the truth. It's the truth of the matter. It's where I am now. It's like I've applied to so many places. It's like I have no flippin' clue at all what I've applied to or who it could be for. But they need a graphic designer to do like their web content and all that sort of jazz. And I'm really familiar with Photoshop, even though I don't do a whole lot of digital art, which I'd like to change. I need to practice more. I'm such a traditional junkie, but I need to do both. But anyways, Harbor, the interview went really well. Like the receptionist lady was this old British lady. She was so sweet, and she like talked to me the whole time I was waiting, which was different because normally you go in for a company and they sit you down and the receptionist just goes about their job and they just are like typing away and you're left sitting there in that room, la la la, guess I'll just, you know, do my thing while I wait. This lady talked to me like the whole time and was like telling me about the place and getting a feel for who I was as a person and just making me feel welcome. It was just a wonderful start to the you know, whole process. And the environment felt nice. The human resources person that would have supposedly interviewed me was out sick because, you know, it's allergy season right now. So everybody's allergies are flaring up, so the poor dude was not there. So I ended up meeting with the manager and then the person who would eventually supposedly be the person giving me the direction about where I would be going with my projects and whatnot. But they just had like a fantastic chemistry. They had smiles on their faces the whole time. We were laughing, you know, it was just, there was nothing tense or stuffy about it. And, you know, I don't know if that had anything to do with the fact that they were really close to me in age. I don't know how old they were. Obviously, you know, you're not allowed to ask how old anybody is in an interview. It's like illegal, but they were really, I know they were close to me in age. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it was really cool. like there was nothing stuffy about it. You know, we all were getting along and we were laughing and making jokes, and I think, you know, I impressed them with my knowledge and the research that I did before the interview. It's always important to do research before the interview, so when they do ask you like, hey, what do you know for the company, and you give them their answer and they're like, wow, did Jean, the receptionist, just tell you that? It's like, no, I found out myself. You want that. You want them to be like, whoa, she got on the Google machine. Yes, I did get on the Google machine. And, you know, just stuff like that, because you never know who you're gonna impress. And I mean, they told me they didn't know who else they had scheduled to interview, and I was like, great. I was like, I really hope someone that's better than me, you know, doesn't get scheduled. Who knows? What if somebody is better than me, but they just end up liking my personality better? You never know what the deal is, so it's important to just, you know, be professional, but, you know, be a human being, be yourself. You never know. And just, it was great. They gave me like a little 10-minute drawing test, not a drawing test, a Photoshop test, kind of like the other place had. It was just a little banner that I had to do for like a supposed website, and I had like 20 minutes to do it, and like thankfully they're working on Windows. Like, I can do Mac, and Mac has a beautiful, Phoebe, no sweetheart, they have a beautiful display, but I prefer Windows operating system to Mac. Stop it. No, honey. She's a little dog, so she is more afraid than anything else. So she's like, I'm here, don't hurt me, please. Wah. So I apologize for her barking. This is not coming out as cute as I wish it would. Probably because I'm being dumb and I'm not using a reference. Use a reference, children, and maybe your drawings will come out nice. Yeah, so it was great. And, you know, I wasn't able, they didn't say, you know, that they were going to evaluate my test while I was there, which was good, but I just got a really nice vibe from it all. And then I got an email today before I could even give them, like, you know, that follow-up email where you're like, hey, thanks for interviewing me, you know, blah blah blah, you know, to have that good stuff. Before I could even do that, the HR guy was saying that they wanted me to come back in on Monday. So give me all of your positive thoughts and vibes, you guys, because, oh, this would be so awesome. But yeah, I was really excited, and I'm not going to, you know, put too much heart into it. I'm gonna keep a positive attitude and just, you know, keep doing art all weekend and making videos for you guys and not really worrying about it. If I get it, I get it. If not, just another part of the old journey and excellent experience. What is wrong with this? Why does this look awful? Oh my goodness. I really hope this isn't one of those days where I can't draw, because I want to make another video. You ever have those days where like everything you make is just coming out like the poop? You guys are witnessing it right now for me. This is awful because I love drawing dinosaurs. Maybe I'll be able to fix it with the pen. You never know. Things always start poop. This is just warm-up stuff anyways. What's wrong with her? Why is this looking off? Let's turn it upside down and see if I can find a problem. Sometimes that helps. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not using a reference and I'm just doing whatever. This time I'll use a reference. Oh no! This time I'll use my little Spinosaurus. I know a lot of people didn't like Jurassic Park 3. I usually end up liking what other people don't like. But I like Jurassic Park 3 and I like the Spinosaurus so much, of course, that I got the action figure. I didn't get a lot of the action figures when I was younger because they were expensive, but I got like the other Bobo dinosaurs that you could get. Yeah, so that's that. So I have, you know, possibly that nice opportunity coming up for me. Keep your fingers crossed for me. And I had a nice little breakfast with my mom, and then we ended up, I was gonna hang out with her and spend the night at her house and watch my sister, but that ended up not working out. But I just spent like most of the day with her because she had to get, I don't know, she had to get something from the mall, and then I figured I would get another outfit for my interview because I don't have any nice clothes. So, but she ended up getting a nice dress for me for my second interview, which was really nice of her, and oh boy, I hope that goes well. But let's talk about something else. You guys having a good time? Hope you're having a great week. I can't believe it's already been a week since my last sketch chat video. Like, time has been flying. It's crazy. It's nuts. I don't know if it's just the thing that happens, like when you get older, or what the deal is, but it's like escaping out from under me faster than the speed of sound, and it is going awfully fast. Like, I don't have a problem with it. There's been a lot of, you know, good and stressful things that have happened this week, but I've just been taking them in stride and trying to be positive, especially on the job and the art front. I mean, everything art related has just been fantastic. I've been growing with my art and style, and then you guys have been giving me amazing feedback, and I just, it's been wonderful on the art front. You guys have been amazing, and that's why I want to continue to make videos for you guys, because it's making you guys happy, it's making me happy, and I am just gonna stick to doing that because clearly something's working out there. But yeah, what's you guys' favorite dinosaur? Mine is this Spinosaurus, but I don't know, I'm really partial to Blue from Jurassic World. I mean, I don't think, like, how could you not like her? She was just freaking awesome. Totally awesome. I love the dynamic they created with Owen and his raptors, and I think they handled it really well. Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do for like a sequel, because I know they're gonna do more, and I know Chris Pratt signed on to do more Jurassic Park movies. Not that I care, because I mean, I'll watch dinosaurs forever. Haha, I'm one of those. Yeah, I am. I would watch it forever. Just love it. I love it so much. I have no shame. Yeah, so if I do get this job, then it'll be an 8 to 4:30, so I will still have the evenings to do art and make videos, and then I'll have the weekends off. I'm so excited. Oh, I shouldn't be. I need to like talk about something else. So it's really hot in Florida. I'm melting. I'm literally melting. Literally, as Chris Traeger from Parks and Rec would say. I miss Parks and Rec already. I'm so mad. I'm one of those people who like always finds a fantastic show right when it's gonna be over with. I found Parks and Rec last season. Not that I'm unhappy that I, found Parks and Rec. I'm very glad I found it. It's a freaking fantastic show, and I'm glad Netflix put like all of it on there, but holy crap, and then, there's always the plus sign that I didn't have to wait around to see the episodes, but for years, it's like I've been missing out on this freaking awesomeness. Just, why? I always find the shows when they're done, like Breaking Bad, the same thing happened to me with Breaking Bad. The only show that I haven't found when it was over was like Walking Dead and True Blood. Don't judge me, please, okay? True Blood was like that thing where like I got invested in it from the beginning. I was like, God, this is so fucking weird. And then it's like, I just have to know what happens. I have to keep watching because I have to know what freaking happens in this world. And those writers, I mean, it's a ridiculous show, but you have to give those writers credit for flipping things over and making everything topsy-turvy. But everything else I've more or less come into like when it's been done, and I'm like, gosh darn it, now it's done. Now what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? It's like one of the worst things ever when you find an awesome show and then you binge it and then you finish and you're like, well, what do I do now? What am I supposed to do with my life now? You have to find the next show on Netflix. That's what you have to do, unfortunately, my friend. Or go art. Go make fan art of the show. That's what you can do. Well, I think I'm loosening up a little bit. I think I just needed to loosen up because the Spinosaurus turned out way better. And you see all the wonders that a damn reference will do for you. Should just do a reference, you silly head. I should have known better. But no, wanted to be lazy. And look where that got me, you guys. You see where that got me? Laziness will get you not. Well, some people, you know, do really well being lazy, and sometimes I do too, but not this time. But we're gonna try and fix it with the old pin tool. See if I can't squeeze in another dinosaur in here. Maybe I can squeeze in. Nah, we won't. We'll ink them. We'll ink them up. I don't want to make the video too long because I want to do nice content. Normally I do the brush pen, but I'm wondering if I should try something different and do the zebra brush pen. See what we can do with these. Alrighty then, let's see. I really like the styles that I found with the Stadlers. I made a fan art of, oh, he's scary now. Oh no. Okay, well, he's an evil Stegosaurus. I'm sorry that I've ruined childhood dreams and whatnot, giving him these evil freaking eyes. He's angry, okay? He's fighting. He's not a mean Stegosaurus. He's just fighting, you know, a predator, and he's determined, and he's trying to keep his family safe, okay? He's not a mean guy. He's just trying to keep his family safe. Right? Right. There we go. Fixed it. What a derp. Now I totally freaking forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry, guys. The train that is my brain frequently leaves the station, and I just derp out. This brush is nice. I'm still getting like varied line weights. It's obviously not. I can make really strong. I can make really small strokes and still big ones if I so choose to. I'm gonna fix his plates a little bit because I think I made them a little too small. Should be a little bigger. Of course, as a kid, Stegosaurus used to be my favorite. I think he's like the staple favorite for everybody when they're starting out to like. I mean, because he has like these giant plates on his back. It's like, how can you not like him? And then you find the one with teeth, and then you're like, oh, okay, I want the one that's gonna win. I want the dinosaur that's gonna kick everyone's ass. So T-Rex is it, or the Velociraptors, or whatever you're so choosing. Actually, my favorite turned out to be the pterodactyl. I made one of those like old wooden model things that you could buy from the science stores, and I spray painted it pink with my dad because I used to love Power Rangers, and her Zord was a pterodactyl. So oh my gosh, can you imagine the utter joy as a child? Dinosaurs and freaking Power Rangers, so that's probably why I liked Power Rangers so much as a kid. But I was like, oh my gosh, Kimberly has a pterodactyl. The pterodactyl's my favorite. The nostalgia of being a kid. Yep, dinosaurs and Power Rangers. That was my jam. Also, PlayStation 1 games like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon. I need to re-get my PlayStation. I really want to. That's one of the things on my list is I need to update my games. I want to get my old Sega. I want my Genesis. That was my first console. And then my dad, when I was 7, got me a PlayStation 1, and then I just got, you know, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, all of those awesome games. I had like every Crash Bandicoot game for the PlayStation 1 console, and I beat them all. Beat them all until they got to PlayStation 2, and I was like, this is poop. It's because Naughty Dog wasn't making them anymore. Which, you know, kind of sucks, but whatever. We have all the good Crash Bandicoot games that Naughty Dog made. Hey, boo. It's not so bad. Yeah, the pen kind of fixes him up a little bit. Sure. Just agree with me. Just nod your head and say yes. Sure. Yeah. Sure it does. Keep telling yourself that. But yeah, I like the almost comic booky, more serious-ish style that I get by going over my stuff with the brush pen. And then if I wanted to do a color outline like I did for the Splatoon girl, it makes it more like, you know, cartoony or just friendly. Like each those styles have like different moods or genres to go with, you know? I guess it's just finding whatever one works the best, because my professor utterly lost his shite on Instagram when he saw my Splatoon girl that I made, because I want Splatoon so bad, but I don't have a Wii U, but I really don't want to give Nintendo my money for a Wii U when, yeah, I think I don't have to explain myself, and I also don't have any money. But anyways, my professor was like, oh my gosh, you need to, this is it, do more in this style. And I was like, okay. I still talk with my professors a lot. They're, you know, they're my colleagues now. I think it's great. I made a lot of great relationships with my professors and fellow colleagues, and I'm glad that I can still talk to them. We have a great community as artists, and, you know, it really pays off. You know, be open-minded and just be a nice person to everyone you meet, because you never know how they're gonna, you know, affect you, how that relationship is gonna affect you later on in life, or, you know, how they're gonna help you, or how you can help them. Just, it always pays to be nice and not burn bridges and be open-minded. This pen it's fun. I like turning the old effect that I'm getting by turning it different ways and creating a nice little texture with it. Getting some nice stuff. What do you guys think? Do you guys like things that are aligned with the pen, the brush pen more? Or do you like the colored Staedtler pen stuff? Or do you like when things are outlined with colored pencil? What do you guys like? What's your favorite kind of stuff? I found that after a while I really didn't like outlining my stuff with the colored pencil. And it's funny because it took me quite a few pieces to make before I decided that. And that's why it's important to always try new mediums and continue to do it, because you know, you're gonna find out what works best for you by keeping an open mind and trying things that you may not have tried out previously before, and like find out like, hey, I would have never thought that these Staedtler color brushes would lead way to such an amazing piece that I'm proud of, in a style that I enjoy, that I have in my pocket. It's always good to have more than, you know, one or two things that you're familiar with, and just have that knowledge, because you might even be able to apply it to another medium. It was nice that I found these watercolor pencils, because I don't have the money to buy myself more Prismacolor Cool Erase pencils, so I'm going to use up these watercolor pencils that I happen to have, and they work just fine, and they blend in with my piece more than the Cool Erase color pencils do, obviously, because they're watercolor, so they're going to blend in. But that's okay. You just have to. I have to be smart and like pick the right colors so it won't muddy up my drawing. But it's working with things and being open. I love trying new stuff and learning, you know, techniques and discovering how I could mix things together and create new mediums. I just love it. I mean, there's of course things that you're gonna find that give you a hard time or that you don't enjoy, but that's just part of it. Like, I really have a hard time with acrylic and oil paints, but you know, if something called for it and I knew I had to do it, at least I would know how, you know, the general gist of how to use it. So you never know. It's why it's important to get your knowledge, get your art knowledge, or anything else, creative or non-creative, that you may aspire to try out. It's important to try things, stuff and things, and that's my public service announcement for the day. Yeah. Did anyone else notice that they are putting a lot of Disney movies on Netflix? And I am super excited about that. I've already watched Emperor's New Groove, watched Pocahontas last night, and then I think I already watched Lilo and Stitch, which is freaking awesome. I really hope that they don't completely do away with their 2D animated movies. I was really disheartened when they fired most of their 2D animation staff. And I realized that Princess and the Frog didn't make a lot of money, which I don't understand why, because I love that movie. I don't understand why people are being so nitpicky towards it, but I've already made that clear. I don't understand why everyone nitpicks everything now. But I really appreciate their 2D animation. It still holds up. You still go back and go like, wow, they drew this stuff, you know? They were sitting in here and just going at it and putting all that time and work, and it's just beautiful. Not to say I don't enjoy or appreciate any of their 3D stuff, but I just hope they don't do away with it. I hope they make more awesome 2D stuff. But yeah, they're putting a lot of, if anybody has Netflix, they're putting a lot of old Disney stuff out. And I think, oh, Hercules is on there too. Love Hercules. I've been singing all the Disney songs, making sure that I don't go onto iTunes and spend the money that I don't have on, you know, the soundtracks that I already don't own. I'm such a nerd. What's wrong with you? Why do you look so bad? You still look awkward to me. Ugh, what's wrong with her? Is it this? Is it where her eyes are? The placement of eyes? Turn it this way, turn it upside down. This is just another one of those things. Maybe I'm being too critical. I don't know. I don't know. Give him a little her. They're all she's. A little sassy expression, like, really, dude? Really? Psh, really? I want to do some Disney illustrations, and I know like everybody does like Disney princesses, but if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I did like an alternative Rapunzel, and Rapunzel's my favorite, as I've probably mentioned before, because I feel the most relatable to Rapunzel, and she's just freaking adorable. But I drew an alternative style, like almost a punk style Rapunzel, so I want to do that. I'm sure it's been done before, but like everybody does the princesses like in their own style, and I want to do them in my style, but I also want to do them alternatively. I think that would be cool, instead of just making them goody good, you know. Not that they're all goody goodies, but I don't know. I think that would be, you know, a fun alternative take on something that everybody already does. I need to start making some original stuff for my portfolio too. That's another thing one of my professors told me. When he saw my work, he was like, you need to do more of this. I'm like, and he's like, this is an original. I'm like, no, it's not. He didn't even know that the Splatoon kid that I made up, because I want to be able to make my own Splatoon kid, but I don't have the money to buy the game. Hashtag first world problems. But he didn't even know that it was, you know, Nintendo fan art, more or less. But he was like, you need to do more originals, and I'm like, crap, you're right. I've been doing a lot of fan art because I've been using that as like incentive to practice. So if I'm practicing something that I'm not familiar with, it's easier to do because I'm, you know, drawing something that I enjoy at least. And like I've been getting really inspired by movies and a lot, you know, just any which thing as of recently. And when I'm inspired, I want to draw what I'm inspired by. So that's just what happens. And obviously original work is harder to come up with. It's harder to market and sell and gain a fan base over. But I've been using fan art as a means to an end when it comes to finding my own personal style. It's been working out for me, but I need to start working in some more original stuff. So expect to see some of that coming from me soonish. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to go, it's my goal this year to go to some conventions. Conventions, unfortunately, are time and money, which I have lots of time and no money, so hopefully that job thing will take care of that. But yeah, I would love to go to conventions and start meeting people and just traveling and sharing my art that way. But for now, I am just enjoying making these YouTube videos with you. I think that's enough warming up and sketching. Thanks for joining in with me and listening to me blabble while I do a sketch chat. I'm gonna try and keep them fairly consistent and good with content, so I think I'm gonna shoot to make one, if not every week, every other week, or like once a month, but I'm definitely gonna keep making those because you guys seem to really enjoy the sketch chats the most, more than anything else, and I really like making them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for following me. I'm gonna spend the rest of the weekend making art and trying to make some more videos for you guys, but you guys are wonderful and I love you. Mwah! Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. This is a test to see if you can hear my voice and see what things look like when I'm talking and doing things. This is a test. This is a test.